is Dr. Roz.
And it's your man Kil back for another week. I know it's been a minute. But Ricky Bobby over here broke her leg, so
I did. Here's the funny story.
Really?
I'm gonna tell the world because I want people to laugh with me, not at me.
Right.
So I was teaching the senior citizens how to do the wobble. You know, wobble with me, and I tripped over one of their canes and went wobbling and rolling myself. So I've been out of commission. Jacked up my ankle.
How are you teaching senior citizens how to walk?
It was Seniors Day, and they were very active senior citizens. The only problem is when you have 80-year-olds running over to you like, "Are you okay?" and trying to pick you up. I'm like, "Oh my God, you're gonna break your hip bone." It wasn't a.
Y'all see what I deal with.
But I'm getting better. You know, I'm down to one crutch now.
All right.
So I'm good. We're good. We're back.
All right. So we're gonna dive right in. I was on Twitter last night chopping it up with my people from Philly. My man Tony Blount, my homegirl Strictly Keys, and Viral Audio, one of the people I produced for. And I was posting old videos.
Oh, okay.
And we had posted the whole Think That Women Cheat 2 video.
Oh, yeah.
So we were going back and forth about the women cheat more than men, whatever. And me and Keys was kind of saying that, nah, we don't think that y'all cheat more, but y'all do cheat and y'all cheat smarter. But then she was saying that for men, that we're never satisfied.
You're right.
And I totally disagree.
Disagree?
I do.
Kill, I swear we've had this argument before.
You gotta understand the breakdown of men. Now, if you're talking about men who are not married, then yeah, we're never satisfied. Because while we're out there chopping it up, we can get with this chick, we can get with that chick, you know, whoever.
Married men still can't get with this chick and that chick.
But what I'm saying is that the average married man, the average, not everyone, but the average married man, I don't believe wants to cheat on his wife. I don't believe
think so,
you go into this marriage of spending all this money on this ring and all this hoopla to just turn around and cheat. That's the average. I didn't say every. That's just the average. So
you don't have intentions when you say I do.
We don't have intentions of doing it.
Situational factors arise.
Right. So it's not that we're never satisfied. Now, if you're talking about a dude that you're just dating, you got to understand that I'm not at that point yet to say I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to spend this money on this ring. I want to spend this money on this wedding. You know, so for me, if I'm dating you, the average dude may not understand a committed relationship.
But what gets you to that point, though?
What, for the dude who's just dating?
Yeah, like, when does dating get old? Because it get old real quick for women.
Yeah, it gets quick after the third date. For y'all, when does it get old for us? It never gets old for us because we're smashing. We're smashing and we're eating. So, and not eat, I mean, we're going out to eat. So
I'm like, please clarify.
Yeah, we're going out to eat. So men like to smash and we like to eat. So if I'm going to, you know, bonefish and then I'm smashing and this is a regular occurrence, what's there to get tired of?
I gotcha.
There's nothing to get tired of. This is beautiful. This is like heaven on earth.
So there's never an emotional value invested.
Nah, I'm not saying
ever.
that eventually it may come there. It may come now. Are you talking about dating exclusively? Are you talking about dating different women?
So when we say never satisfied, you and I, we've had this conversation before. So like, there's certain things that a husband may not want his wife to do
like
sexually.
What?
Some
like
things.
What husband you talking about?
There's some husbands that, okay, so you told me that there's like a difference
I drink water now. I'm trying to cut down.
I'm so proud of you.
Drinking water. Yeah.
Get it, Q.
What were you saying?
You told me that the porn that guys like is completely, totally different from the porn that women like.
First of all, I don't know the porn that women like.
I mean, you know, like the Cinemax porn.
What I'm saying is,
like, see, I think that's porn. Yeah, like soft porn, like.
And then there's hardcore.
I didn't really understand the hardcore.
There are some women who love hardcore.
It could be.
No, it's not. It could be. They are.
Okay, maybe so.
No, it's not a maybe so. Stop trying to downplay what I'm saying. It's a fact.
But you guys adore more of the hardcore, right?
Can you not use adore and porn in the same sentence? It don't even fit. This is why you're not an MC. It doesn't fit.
Adore? No, you're right. This is right. I'm not an MC. Although back in the day I used to think I could rap.
Right. Okay. You didn't know who Kid Play was. No, you didn't know who Kid Play was.
I did know Kid and Play.
Right.
It was someone else I didn't know. But you guys favor more like a hardcore. So some of the things that take place in a hardcore porn, you're not gonna go and do that to your wife.
Nah, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But you still like those things. Okay. And you may still want those things. Remember we had that conversation before? And so with that, are you gonna be satisfied sexually because your wife is not gonna do those things for you? If those things are a number one turn on for you.
I mean, I just feel like if it's a number one turn on, then it needs to be done. Vice versa. On anything.
Even like the...
Just all I'm saying.
But what if that's what you like?
All right, there's
what
a
if
difference.
that is like the major
there's
boom boom bow to get you
there's
there?
There's a difference. Okay. You have to understand. I ain't gonna go. You gotta understand that for the dude who wants stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and there's some degrading stuff that goes on. See, there's too many levels to porn. It's like hip hop. You got underground hip hop, then you got, I think I'm underground hip hop. Then people put me on to people who are underground hip hop, and then so it's so many levels. If you
so underground, is anybody gonna find you?
Obviously, the internet. But what I'm just saying is that's like saying about hip hop that there's so many different levels to it. So of course, there are some disrespectful things that go on in porn that I would not want my wife to take part of. Now, if that's like if that's the basement of porn. So now I may do some second floor.
Seeing the basement of porn? Do you enjoy seeing it? Is it arousal for you?
I mean, yeah, anything is a arousal for a man, but it doesn't necessarily mean I want my wife doing level the basement. Now I may want her doing level 2.
But if Jackie from around the way is gonna go straight basement for you?
See, I don't know. Because for me personally,
is that gonna look better than the wife option?
I don't need basement. I may need second level. But
okay, what if wife isn't doing second level, but Jackie's doing second level?
Well, see, then you gotta understand that doesn't come down to not being that comes down to not being satisfied. That comes down to somebody not meeting your needs. It's like the same thing, like with a woman. Y'all want to talk all the time. At different levels of talking. There's like the deep, pay attention to me, look in my eyes, talking. Then there's the whatever. Then there's the passing. I'm in one room, you in the other room talking, and men, we don't know how to switch it. So if we're talking in the other room, and then you decide, I want you to look in my eyes. Now I'm in trouble for not looking in your eyes and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I've got to meet your needs.
Right.
Do I want to look at you in your eyes? Probably not. Do I probably even want to hear what you say? Probably not. But at the end of the day, if that's what your need is, it's not about what I feel like doing or what I want to do. The whole key is, and we've done this before. So you're saying there's
a difference between being satisfied and meeting a need?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your job as a husband or wife, not as a boyfriend and girlfriend, let's get this straight. Because that's why marriages are screwed up, because more women want to be wives because y'all are nurturers by nature. So y'all have been wives since your first college relationship, and now you're 38 and you've been playing the wife for all these years. Now you get married, and now it's like I'm tired of being a wife because I've been being a wife for so long. So this is strictly for husbands and wives. Your job is to meet my needs. Marriages aren't working because people aren't humble. And I was telling T this the other day, I said, Christians especially probably do 75% of what they feel like doing and 25% of what the word says. And these are active Christians. These are active. I'm not talking about people who just check Christian off on the survey. I'm talking about people who are active, choir, deacons. You're going to do 75% of what you want to do, 25% of what God wants you to do. So at the end of the day, that's not going to be a successful marriage because it's about being humble. So even though you may say, I don't feel like listening to her talk, it's not about what I feel like doing. My wife wants to talk. I want to please her. I want to make her happy. So yeah, I don't mind talking. And the same thing. If your husband wants level 2 porn, and unless you get a note from the doctor saying you can't do that type stuff, then you should do that. Okay, well, then see, that's where we disagree.
I mean, I don't know what level 2 porn is. I can only imagine. But
all I'm saying is that, look, 9 times out of 10, you knew when you got married, and this is where common sense comes into play.
Some people don't know. That's the problem.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is where common sense comes into play. If you're having sex with your man before you get married, you probably already know how he is sexually. Yeah. You probably already know how he gets down. If you marrying a chick you've been in a relationship with for so many years, she likes to talk. You know all these things. But then it's like you get married and everybody gets amnesia. Like, oh, I didn't know you wanted me to be that freaky. Right. Oh, I didn't know you talked all the time. Well, wasn't y'all fools just together for 6 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. So at the end of the day, you kind of know going in where your dude is at. Yeah. And you need to be smart enough to say, well, I can't go there. And like I've always said, this is the problem with both sexes, is that women, you'll go there for your boyfriend. There's some women that have done some level 2 porn stuff with their boyfriends, but then try to act like they don't want to do it with their husbands, maybe because they got saved or for whatever, fill in the blank, for whatever reason. But I'm just saying that a lot of women have gone there. And then you want to know something else? When y'all decide to go out and cheat on your husband with the next dude is going to get the level 2. Because for the chick who don't...
You think?
Yeah. For the chick who doesn't give her husband oral sex, I'm sure if she's going to go out here and cheat with the dude, you know, on her at a job, I'm sure a dude's going to get some head. Bet money.
Well, how are you so sure of that?
I'm just because it's like, I almost feel with y'all twisted in there. Y'all twisted.
Please tell.
Because this is what happens.
Please
we together.
Tell. Yes.
You gain weight. Okay. You don't do your hair. You look like crap.
Wow.
Then we get divorced. And then I see you out in the street and you look like freaking Lauren London. And y'all do that under the assumption of, I'm going to show him what he's missing out on. But I never had that.
I don't know if that's what we're doing. Maybe it's just a cleansing process.
Well, you should have cleansed while you're still married. And maybe if you look like that.
You got to give her a reason to cleanse. You can't just put it on her. You got to give her a reason to.
What you mean I got to give you a reason to?
If you're not holding up your
let me explain something to you. You know what you used to look like, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you look like that anymore? And if the answer is no, then that's your cleanse. Do it for you. Get some self-esteem up in here.
I hear that. So why is it not the same when she leaves a relationship? Why she not? Maybe she did it for her.
No, because at the end of the day, it's just too much of a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. There's a part of you, and I don't care what the percentage is, that's saying he's going to see this.
Or
whether it's Facebook, whether it's when he picks up the kid. I gotta keep it moving,
and somebody else has to be interested in this.
Look, the moral to the story is this, and women go through the same thing with men. How many times has a woman dated a dude who may have been whack, had a unibrow, didn't get a haircut, but then you freshen him up, you get him all sharp and everything, and then he leaves you. It's like that happens a lot. So it's the same exact thing. It's just the flip of it. And the whole thing is that if you keep yourself together in the marriage, because you're really not showing me what I didn't have. If you want to show me what I didn't have, stay the way you are.
So I can't be me, and you're not gonna be satisfied with me just being me. Like you
look.
You can't be satisfied for the better. Or
if
for
you're
worse.
satisfied with the way you look right now in your marriage, then you should stay the same way when the marriage is over, because you're satisfied with it, right? Change usually comes because I'm not saying change usually comes. Right, now you want to change, and it's just a coincidence.
It because the marriage
now
is
it's
over.
Just a coincidence that you want to change when the marriage is over.
No, I mean there are other factors that come into play.
Look, all I'm saying is the moral to the story is handle your business. Men are satisfied, but the whole thing is, and again, it's a 2-level thing. It's a 2-level thing.
No, because I did. What am I really? Let me explain. It's a free thing.
Because I don't want to hear that free and crap.
No.
I don't want to hear about people cutting their locks off and it freed you because the hair bonded you. I don't want to hear none of that.
But one of my really good girlfriends.
Look, there's a percentage. There's a percentage. No, listen, because maybe I can stop you from talking. There's a percentage of you. I'm not saying it's not a cleansing. I'm not saying it's all of that stuff. Because I already know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say it's a cleansing process and your girl just went through a divorce and she wanted to cleanse her soul and free her spirit from the demons that had bonded her because of the marriage. I know what you're going to say.
I was not going to say that, but that did sound pretty good.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's 100% the reason. I don't care if it's just 10%. 10% of you is saying, let me show this dude what he's missing out on. I didn't say it was the huge percent. I'm not saying it's not.
What's wrong with that?
What I think is wrong with that is that if you can why can you put the energy in after it's over?
Because
you couldn't put the energy
for
in
better
when
or
it's
for
over.
worse.
Okay.
Are you encouraging someone to put the energy in?
Look,
are there situational factors that are holding that person up from doing those things?
All I'm saying.
No, for real. Like I was just talking to your wife about the commute that she used to have, a two-hour commute each way. So sometimes there are things That she was like, by the time she got home
All right,
from
can I
work,
ask you a question?
she would be dead
Can I ask you a
tired.
question?
Yeah,
If we get a divorce, she still got a 2-hour commute, right?
she does, but she ain't
No,
gotta
no,
come
no,
home
don't
and
say
take
what-
care of you.
Don't say you ain't gotta take care of me.
She ain't gotta
You
come home and
gotta
take it. Well, she ain't gotta come home and make
You
sure
gotta still
dinner's
take.
ready
You
for
still
you.
gotta take care of a kid.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Why?
maybe her interest, maybe the energy that she has left
All I'm saying
is to come home and
this.
take care of the baby.
Handle your business while you're in the marriage. But we're gonna come back to this. We'll be back. TillDeathInfo.com. If you got any questions, you agree with me. I've had a lot of people who have agreed with me, and I appreciate y'all writing in and letting us know. It don't matter if it was 2. It don't matter. There's more people who have agreed with me than with you. You had
2.
one person.
No, I've had several.
Yeah,
several.
On your personal trips. So keep it locked. TillDeathInfo.com. I'm Kil.
And I'm Dr. Roz.